I'm actually supposed to load the rest of it. If I could go into the settings. If I could go to settings. Still not working. Come on, for Christ's sake. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm going to have to adjust this, because for some reason it's not picking it up. Ah. Right. Should be working now. I'm going to adjust this quickly.
Training center, where you will be finalizing your officer training to be an officer. Here, you how to fight. We'll start out with the control of the battlefield camera. You'll use the WASD keys to move the camera. So why don't you show me some of those West Point skills by moving the camera around for a bit. Press the A key to move the camera to the left. Good. Now press the W key to move the camera forward. Good work. Press the D key to move the camera to the right. Excellent. Now press the S key to move the camera backwards. Well, what do you know? Seems they do teach you some useful stuff at West Point after all. Next up is camera panning and tilting. You do this by moving the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Let's start by panning the camera to the left. Do this now. Excellent. Go ahead and move the mouse cursor to the right edge of the screen to pan to the right. Good job. Now move the mouse cursor to the top edge of the screen to pan upwards. Great. Last but not least, move the mouse cursor to the bottom edge of the screen to pan downwards. If you really want to stretch your legs, we have a function called mouse look that allows you to look freely around the battlefield. To activate this, you press and hold the middle mouse button. Well done, sir. Now let's get down for a closer look at the terrain. You can move the camera closer to the ground by using the mouse scroll wheel. Try this now. Good. Now try moving the camera away from the ground. Now I'll show you something my platoon sergeant in the A. Shaw Valley taught me many years ago. The mini-map. This gives you an excellent top-down view of the battlefield, allowing you to quickly move to a specific position. By clicking the left mouse button on the mini-map, you can instantly move the camera to that location. Impressive. We have just one more thing, and then we're done for the day. See that red circle? Show me what you've learned by moving the camera through it. Good. Now move on to the next one. Good. Now move on to the next one. Good. Now move on to the next one. Keep this up, we'll get you shipped to Europe in no time. I hear they have a real shortage of junior officers there. You got more spunk than most of the West Point pukes we get sent out here, I'll give you that. Let's see how you handle this next lesson. I'm gonna give you command of a Humvee. To issue orders to it, you have to select it first. And to do that, you left click on it with your mouse. If you want to select multiple units at the same time, you can create a selection box by clicking and holding the left mouse button and then drag the box around the units you want to select. Good. Now with the Humvee selected, you can start ordering it around. To issue a move order, select the Humvee and then right-click in the world where you want it to go. Good. Now I'm gonna teach you about transports. For this part of the exercise, I'll give you command of an infantry squad along with the Humvee. Select the infantry squad and order the soldiers to enter the Humvee by right-clicking on the Humvee.
I wonder what Russian women are like. Large and hairy or slim and beautiful. Kinda like our girls back home.
Infantry, good to go. Moving into the transport. That was the last one, sir.
Now, since the infantry squad is inside the Humvee, you can no longer issue orders to them. However, you can move the Humvee around as usual. To unload the infantry squad, simply select the Humvee and click the unload button on the order pallet. Try that now.
Want a fast transport somewhere, sir? For your ready to drive. Fueled up and ready.
Well done. Now let's move on to combat. Not for real, though. This is a simulated exercise and the Op-4 will be your enemy. I hope you didn't wet your pants there. To tell a unit to attack, select the unit you want to use and then right-click on an enemy unit. See those units there? They don't seem too friendly, do they? Well, what are you waiting for? Light them up!
Ambush the enemy. Covering fire. Dead, sir. Ambush the enemy. Hostiles neutralized.
Hooah! That's the spirit, sir. They'll fear you in Germany. To really be all you can be in urban warfare, you need to make good use of the surrounding terrain. See that building over there? You can move your infantry squads inside to give them extra protection against enemy fire. Select your infantry squad and move the mouse cursor over to that building. The cursor changes to indicate that you can order your infantry squad inside. To do this, you select your infantry squad and right-click on the building. Do so now. Good. With your infantry squad inside the building, it becomes much harder for the enemy to spot you. And your men will also take less damage from incoming fire because of the cover that the building provides. Let's see what happens when this enemy vehicle tries to speed past your infantry squad.
We got a nice hit on that vehicle.
Did you see that? Op-4 barely got a shot off. Well done, sir. To order your squad to leave the building, select the building and then right-click anywhere outside.
You have a smoke, man? I'm all out. You're always out. You never offer me anything in return. Whoa! Don't be so grumpy. I just asked for something.
Fit for fight, sir. On our way, sir.
Good job, sir. Remember to seek cover with your infantry whenever possible, since they're a lot more exposed than other units. Now let's talk a little about unit special abilities. They will undoubtedly save your life one day, so pay attention. For this next exercise, I'm giving you command of a Bradley infantry vehicle. Start by selecting the Bradley. Good. On your order palette, you can now see that the Bradley has two special abilities. One offensive ability and one defensive ability.
Deploying smoke.
The offensive ability will help you kill hostiles faster, and the defensive ability will help you increase your unit's survivability. All special abilities have a cooldown timer. This is the time it takes for the unit to reload the required munitions or catch their collective breaths. This means you'll have to use that think box of yours to decide when to use each ability. This Humvee will only take damage from your offensive ability, so don't bother shooting at it with the chain gun. To use an offensive special ability, you left-click the corresponding button. Do that now. Good. Now left-click on the Humvee to launch a tow missile at it. Not bad at all, sir. As you can see, that ability is now cooling down, and you will have to wait a certain time before a new missile can be fired. Some units also come with a defensive special ability. Your Bradley, for example, has a smoke screen that it can deploy to hide from other hostiles. It's deployed immediately when you left-click the corresponding button, so don't fire it prematurely. Most units have unique special abilities, so make sure that you learn how each one works. They are one of the main keys to gaining the upper hand on the battlefield. That's basically all you need to know about movement and combat. Keep this up and you'll be graduating from here top of your class. Then you'll face the harsh school of real combat. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll talk about command points and objectives. So you haven't quit on us yet? Today I'm going to teach you about command points and objectives. A complete understanding of these concepts is crucial if you plan to succeed as a combat officer, so listen up. What you see here is a command point. Control of these points is the deciding factor when you struggle for mastery of a battlefield. Often, capturing a command point will give you access to additional reinforcements as well as shifting the battle in your favor. A command point is colored differently depending on its state. White means it's neutral, that no one is controlling it. Red means that it's under enemy control. And green means the good guys, which means us are in control. To capture a command point, you need to place your units inside each of the connected circles, or perimeter points. And when you've done this, the command point will be yours.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Armor available. Moving out.
Well done, sir. That command point belongs to Uncle Sam. Now we move on to objectives. When you're on a mission, your commanding officer will provide you with a string of objectives which you have to fulfill in order to complete the mission. These objectives come in two different kinds: primary objectives and secondary objectives. To review your objectives, simply open the objectives log by clicking on the objectives button near the minimap. Do that now. Primary objectives are crucial for mission success. Fail one of these, and you will fail the mission. See that command point there? Your new primary objective is to secure it, just like you did in the previous exercise.
Move to that perimeter. Armor's ready to go. Moving out. Armor ready. Consider it done, sir. Taking the perimeter.
Well done. Primary objective completed, but you're not done yet. As I mentioned before, you will be given both primary and secondary objectives. Secondary objectives are optional, but you should still try to complete them. You won't fail the mission if you ignore them, but promotions and other rewards might be slow in coming. When you complete a secondary objective, you will often be rewarded, and trust me, you will need whatever edge you can get if you're hoping to get by when the shooting starts. Now for the actual exercise. Your primary objective is to capture that command point, and your secondary objective is to eliminate that infantry squad. Get moving, sir.
Bradley APC. Rolling, sir. Armor ready. Tracks are moving. Bradley infantry transport ready. Tracks are moving. Laying down suppressing fire. We got him, sir. Bradley on the roll. We are ready to roll. Move to that perimeter. Armor ready. Rolling, sir. Yes, sir. Armor driving to coordinates.
Primary and secondary objectives completed. You're starting to shape up, sir. I'll see you here tomorrow for your next lesson. Seems you're determined to make it through to the end, sir. I guess you're eager to get to Europe and do some good. Today I'll teach you about reinforcements. It's the inevitable rule of war that men get hurt and die. But as a commander, you must stay focused on the big picture and complete your objectives. And for you to be able to do this, your commander will give you access to reinforcements. First off, you need to activate the reinforcement menu. Press the reinforcements button now. Good. Your available reinforcements are shown as points. The left-hand column, you can see the amount available. In the right-hand column, show you the amount incoming. The available points are ready for you to use. You can spend them on units and then have these units delivered to the battlefield. The incoming points will be added to your pool of available points over time. Each unit has a point value tied to it. This is the amount it would cost you to order down one such unit. That Bradley IF feed, for example, costs 750 reinforcement points and about 3 million taxpayer dollars. If you should lose one in action, those 750 points will be reimbursed to your incoming points pool, and after a while, they will be available to spend again. To start ordering units, you need to place a drop zone marker. The marker indicates where the transport aircrafts will drop your units. Click the drop zone button. You're looking at the mega map. From here, you get a detailed overview of the entire battlefield, but it also removes you from the tactical situation on the ground. Right now, the only thing you can do in the mega map is to place your drop zone marker. Well done, sir. I knew you'd have no trouble with this. With the drop zone marker placed, you're ready to order in reinforcements. You now have 2,000 reinforcement points to spend as you see fit. To order in some units, you start by left-clicking the reinforcements button. Left-click on a unit that you wish to purchase. Clicking on a unit multiple times would add multiple units of that kind. To remove a unit, simply right-click on its icon or left-click on the unit icon in the order box below. You can see your current order in the order box along with the total cost of your order. This amount can never exceed the amount of available reinforcement points, so choose wisely. When you've completed your order, you click the deploy button. Do so now. It'll take some time for your reinforcements to arrive since they're being brought in by air. Plan your reinforcement orders accordingly. Superb job, sir. Only one more day until graduation. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Welcome back to the final lesson, sir. Seems you're made of sterner stuff than I first thought. Today, I'll teach you about the most powerful weapon an officer has in his arsenal. No, I'm not talking about what's between your legs, sir. I'm talking about the radio. With the radio, you can call in tactical aids. They encompass everything from reconnaissance flights to artillery barrages and airstrikes. And they'll provide you with a real advantage in a tight spot. As you succeed on the battlefield by killing the enemy and capturing command points, you will receive tactical aid points. These can then be used to call in tactical aids. Today's your lucky day, though, because you will be provided with a steady stream of tactical aid points regardless of your battlefield performance. And to spice things up a bit, I've ordered the I-4 to place some hostile targets for you to practice on. I know you're itching to get started, so don't let me hold you back. Get to it! Good. To deploy a tactical aid, simply left-click the weapon or aid you want, and then left-click in the world where you want it deployed.
Copy that. Those tanks are about to become scrap metal. Hunt her out. Hostiles in the hot zone are toast. Hunt her out. Copy that. Heading towards target coordinates. Iceman out. Roger, Wilco. My laser guided is armed and I'm painting the target. Wilco, fire mission received. Artillery barrage inbound. Wolverine reporting a direct hit on the target. Target area has been turned to dust, including hostiles. Copy that. Fire mission received. Zulu 9 are out.
Sir, our 4 targets destroyed. Superb job. As you might have noticed, it took some time before the tactical aid was deployed. This time varies depending on the tactical aid in question, so you need to plan ahead and analyze the movement of your enemies in order to hit them. Now those targets you just annihilated were stationary, and even a Marine could do that. To be really effective, you need to learn how to hit moving targets. So let's try it again. But this time we'll have moving targets to practice on. Get to it.
Roger that. I have enemy tanks on my scope. Over and out. Hunter here. I didn't see any enemies at the coordinates. Over. Wilco, Iceman heading out with cluster bombs. Enemy units in target area got hit hard. This is Wolverine. Bunker buster orders commencing attack. This is Zulu Niner. Coordinates locked down. Shells on the way. This is Wolverine. Payload dropped and coordinates given. Roger that. Delivering a rain of shells at target coordinates. Artillery barrage turned the target area into dust. Copy that. Wolverine is primed and in the air. Understood. Coordinates received. Artillery firing. Bomb dropped for full effect. Wolverine out. Hostile units in target area are annihilated.
Hooah, sir. All our 4 targets destroyed. That was an excellent performance by all standards. Congratulations on completing this course. Only actual combat can teach you the rest of the skills you need, but I'm sure you will make a fine combat officer, sir.
Bunker buster delivered. Wolverine out.
This just came in. We're looking at some very disturbing live footage here.
To no one's surprise, following their earlier intransigence, NATO diplomats yesterday walked out of the Malta Peace Conference. Clearly, peace is not on their agenda. Only threats and deception and endless profits for the capitalist war machine. But our brave comrades in the armed forces will not be intimidated. They stand vigilant along the German border, their resolve unquenchable, ready to deliver...
It was inevitable. Our massive preparations had gone on far too long for us to simply stand down. We were like a coiled spring, ready to throw ourselves into the fray. All we waited for was one word: attack. Spirits were high, and the men joked about how we would crush the enemy with one fell stroke. But some didn't laugh. They had been to Afghanistan. They knew war.
Mind the road, comrade. Володя.
Who's he?
Don't you know? That's Colonel Orlovsky. He's a legend.
Ah, Comrade Major Lebedev. It's been a while.
It has indeed, Comrade Orlovsky.
I was just wondering who they'd sent to babysit me.
Your command is the key to this whole grand endeavor, comrade. How could they send anyone but me?
Your sense of self-importance hasn't lessened, I see.
But I am very important, am I not? Or at least my dear old father-in-law is.
It's good to see you, old friend.
So, how are we doing?
Everything is in place. I can't say I'm very happy about all this.
The Politburo knows what is right. Ours is but to obey.
So they have decided. Get me Lieutenant Romanov on the horn. I want him to make a final survey of the forward defenses.
Понятно, товарищ полковник. Get Lieutenant Romanov on the horn. Now.
When?
Soon.
Lieutenant Romanov, your Alpha squad is to make a forward recon of... Wait, stand by for the Colonel.
Lieutenant, my call sign is Sokol 1. There will be no more reconnaissance. You are to execute Plan Odessa. The air defenses must be destroyed before the main assault begins. Your objective is to destroy 2 anti-air emplacements. Weapons are free, and we are now at war. Good luck, Lieutenant. Sokol 1, out.
This is Zvezda. We are in position. Priom. Zvezda here. We are ready to enter the camp. We will start with clearing the entrance and neutralizing the guard tower. Just give the word, Lieutenant. Acknowledged. Engaging. Moving. Go. Camp entrance cleared. We are ready to move on, Lieutenant.
Sokol 1 to Romanov. The first AAM placement is located to the east. Move swiftly.
Area clear. Enemy scout helicopter spotted. We are staying out of sight. Alpha group moving. In transit. Moving. This is Zvezda. Placing explosives now.
Well done, Romanov. One target remaining. Go north.
Alpha group moving. Engaging. Guard tower clear. Fire. Guard neutralized. Engaging. Acknowledged. Engaging. Engaging. Enemy down. Acknowledged. Enemy killed. In transit. Moving. Zvezda to Romanov. We're at the objective. Preparing target for demolition. All explosives in place. Ready to exfiltrate.
Sokol 1 here. Exfiltration coordinates have been sent. Move there now and avoid detection. The explosive will be detonated when the attack is launched. Out of the area as quickly as you can.
Moving. Go. Mission accomplished. Exfiltrating now. See you in a few days, Lieutenant. Zvezda out.
Expertly done, Lieutenant. Those men will disperse and find their way back to us in the coming days. Now, you must prepare for the upcoming assault. Expect word within the hour. Sokol 1, out.
Welcome back, Grisha. Oh, how was recruit training?
Boring.
Ha, but necessary, Comrade Sergeant. Those recruits will soon be needed. Товарищи! It's good to see you all here today. And it will be even better to see you soon breaking through that wall. Then we'll teach those NATO dogs how to fight. They thought they could bully us into submission! They thought we'd give way and fall! But today, we'll show them that the Red Army bows to no one! Today, we'll show them the might of the Soviet Union! Get your vehicles! We go to war!
Romanov, the explosives will detonate in 3, 2, 1, mark. Sokol 1 to all battle group elements. Today we liberate West Berlin from the American oppressors. Only minutes remain until we rain fire on the enemy. Lieutenant Romanov, I want you to initiate the artillery barrage. The wall itself will be destroyed by pre-placed explosives.
Molotov here, firing for effect. Over.
This is Sokol 1. Red Dawn. I say again, Red Dawn. Make me proud.
Hostiles on the target area have been destroyed. Out.
We have three main objectives. Destroying the US 6th Armored Battalion, securing the Moltke Bridge over the Spree, and clearing the 17th June Street for use by Army Command. Lieutenant Romanov, advance with your tank platoon to phase line Volga. Destroy all enemies you encounter. We must secure the 17th June Street. That's the main avenue by noon. Army Command is planning a parade along the avenue in celebration of the victory they expect us to win for them. The advance has begun, Romanov. Order your tanks to assault at once.
Orders received. Fire at will. Our tracks are rolling. Engage the enemy. Carry on, we're firing at the enemy. Attack that target.
Molotov here. Artillery strike hit the mark. Enemy casualties reported. Over.
Target locked and in hostile engage. Target eliminated. Assault on that perimeter. Target perimeter received. Moving.
You are halfway to the phase line, Lieutenant. Keep moving forward.
Give us the command. Enemy targeted.
Make haste to the phase line, Romanov. I am clearing a path for you.
Maloshenko to Sokol 1. Resistance is heavier than expected. Прием.
Understood, Maloshenko. You will get assistance.
That's turbine, yes, товарищ командир. Moving.
Heavy barrage of enemy is coordinates.
T-80 and contact. Target headed to the position. Товарищ командир, we're moving to the perimeter. Armor moving out.
Well done, Lieutenant. Phase line Volga is secure.
T-80 heading out.
Romanov, we must secure that road junction. You will attack the enemy in the flank while Maloshenko pushes forward.
This is Maloshenko. We're advancing now. We have to move quickly, Lieutenant. Get your units in position.
Don't forget to call in fire support when needed.
Hostile engaged. Neutralize the enemy. Orders received. Fire at will. Neutralize the enemy. Heavy armor firing at the enemy. Engage the enemy. Enemy destroyed. Target locked and engaged. Heavy armor firing at the enemy. Target killed. Our tracks are rolling. Moving to the target locked and engaged. Enemy targeted. Атакуй.
Reporting no enemies hit. Molotov out.
Lock that. Enemy targeted. Атакуй. Enemy tank. Kill that perimeter. Товарищ командир. Armor moving up. Heavy target in position. Armor here. Armor on the move. Where do you want our firepower?
Finally, now we must set up defenses before they counterattack.
fire.
Excellent. The road junction has been secured.
Want us to punch through the enemy
This is Dnieper calling Cycle 1. We're under heavy attack by the Moltke Bridge. I cannot hold. They have helicopters. I repeat, they have...
Dnieper. Come in, Dnieper. Sure. We have to secure Moltke Bridge or the entire flank will fall. Romanov, I'm sending you to reinforce Section B and capture that bridge. You will need anti-aircraft support to handle those helicopters. Call for reinforcements on the support channel.
Yes. The Americans will shoot you to pieces if you're unable to protect yourself, Lieutenant.
I cannot allow you to continue the advance without anti-air support.
Give us the command to...
No, Romano. The enemy helicopters will destroy you if you move ahead without AA support. You are ready, Lieutenant. Now move to the bridge and clear the skies on the way there.
Armory heading for the position.
You have incoming enemy helicopters, Lieutenant.
Have eliminated the hostile vertolет. Disabled the team.
Here we are heading for the position. We're moving up now. Yes, here we are. We're on the move. T-80 driving on the side.
More enemy helicopters are moving in to attack you, Romano.
Neutralize the enemy. Affirmative. Deploying now. Lock and fire. Armor rolling. T-80 driving to the position. Armor rolling.
Good thing you got there in time, Romano. The entire flank was about to fall. Now, push through and secure that bridge.
Give us some more armor on the hostile target. Our tracks are rolling. Heavy armor firing at the enemy. Tarnish, come here. Yes, heavy armor on the move. Hostile defeated. Your orders. Give us some orders. We're moving to the perimeter.
Not to come up for us. Drive now. Move faster.
We can roll out assault that perimeter. Enemy spotted. Target and engage.
We have the bridge. Now hold in place and get some sandbagged positions up. Expect a counterattack at any minute.
There is one less helicopter in the sky.
Neutralize the enemy. Target eliminated.
Invade the sky.
Neutralize the enemy.
They're firing with us.
We need anti-tank emplacements as well, Romano. Have your men keep working.
Neutralize the enemy. Target eliminated. Hostile defeated.
This is a hot team. Targeting enemy base. Artillery target inbound. Avoid the target. Out.
Enemy target eliminated.
At the time completed. I hit some hostiles. Watching out.
Yes, Sokol 1. The Moltke Bridge is now under our control and the northern flank has been secured. We owe much to Lieutenant Romano.
Hostile vehicle is a wreck.
Lieutenant, I am reassigning you to Section B. They are forming the battle line now. Take up your position and prepare to advance. Should also take this opportunity to replenish any losses.
Our tracks are steady.
Romanov, move with Section B toward the main avenue and link up with Captain Malashenko. The Americans are preparing a counterattack. Section A, advance. Section B, advance. Make this a day to be remembered, comrades. Sokol 1, out. Yeah, Sokol 1. Friendly helicopters are moving in to assist you. All thank our frontal aviation comrades.
Sokol 1! Voloshenko на связи! We're under attack by NATO helicopters and need immediate anti-air support!
Romanov, you have the necessary equipment. Aid Captain Maloshenko if you can.
Where do you want our firepower? Our tracks are rolling. Hostiles defeated. Neutralize the enemy. Enemy destroyed. We can break through their lines. Engage the enemy. Keep us around them. Attack that target. Orders. Carry on. We fire into the enemy. Attack that target. Keep us around them. Engage the enemy.
Where is the heavy anti-air needed? Where do we get to the coordinates? Move faster!
Carry on. Hostile and look and fire. You orders heading out now. What should we do? Drive to that perimeter. Moving to the next armor on the wall. Target killed.
Anti-air.
Well done, Romano. The advance is going well. Now, I want you to link up with Captain Maloshenko. You two will form the breaker upon which the Americans will hurl themselves and be destroyed. Maloshenko, report.
Говорит Voloshenko. We are moving to the forward position now. I see American tanks approaching.
Good. They are about to launch their counterattack.
Where are you, Romanov? The enemy helicopters are ripping my people to shreds. Говорит Voloshenko. Romanov, I need your anti-air units now, блин!
Anti-air reporting in the sky, товарищ. Moving out now, товарищ.
Yeah, Sokol 1. All units are in place and the Americans are approaching. Sections A and B are to continue to close the gap, while Lieutenant Romanov and Captain Maloshenko hold the middle. Romanov, I am giving you command of all fire support assets. We have incoming Tu-95, but until they arrive, you must use all available support to hold off the American attack.
Romanov, what the hell happened to that anti-air support? My men's lives are on your conscience. Voloshenko out.
First enemy echelon is here. Romanov, call in artillery and airstrikes on them.
Говорит Voloshenko. We will damage the avenue if we call in fire support indiscriminately.
I am concerned with winning this battle, Captain, not with preserving a parade ground for Army Command. Proceed with the mission.
Understood, Sokol 1. Voloshenko out.
The Americans are throwing everything they have into this attack. I count on you to deal with them, Lieutenant.
Говорит Voloshenko. This is a glorious day for the motherland and for socialism. Soon, West Berlin will be liberated.
Heavy armor awaiting orders.
Watching here. Attack run completed. Out. Bringing in a big one.
The Americans must be desperate to throw themselves at us like this.
Duh, they're acting like fools. And they will die like fools.
Yeah, Sokol 1 to all units. Hold in place. Tu-95 bombers are on their way to deal with all remaining enemies. I say again, hold in place. Do not move into the target area.
Yeah, there. We are dropping our payload. Stay clear.
Enemy destroyed.
Strike successful. Return to base. Berkut out.
We crushed them.
Sokol 1 to all battle group elements. The Americans have been destroyed and the avenue is secure. I am immensely proud of you all, but I ask that you honor our comrades who perished here today. Without their sacrifice, this victory could not have been accomplished. Sokol 1, out.
So, it has begun.
It has indeed. I wonder how it'll end.
Best soon. Today was an easy victory. Who knows about tomorrow? Here's my nephew Kolya. He really distinguished himself today.
Товарищ полковник! Captain Malyshenko reporting.
At ease, comrade. This is Major Lebedev.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, comrade. This was a crushing victory you helped win for us today.
One of many to come. Soon all of Europe will see the glory of socialism. Will you be accompanying my uncle?
We have that honor. But you should return to your unit, Nikolai. Tell the men that I am proud of them.
I will, uncle. We'll do whatever it takes to ensure victory for our great cause. Comrade Major.
He takes after his mother.
A few more like him, and this war will be over in a week.
I hope you are right, Valery Fedorovich. I really do.
We're getting reports from the Coast Guard about a developing situation at the harbor front. We have a lot of unmarked container ships approaching. They're refusing to identify themselves. Over.
Is under attack!
Мы накормили грифов, и мир видел нашу мощь. Теперь освободите небеса.
Освободите небеса!
The Russians took us by surprise. We had been at war for almost 4 months, and still we couldn't understand what was happening. Even as artillery shells started exploding on the streets of Seattle, many people just stood there, stunned by shock and disbelief. War can be fascinating to watch on TV, but up close and personal, it's a whole other story. Imagine your office blown to pieces, your car thrown about like a discarded glove, and your friend lying on the street, his body torn to bloody shreds. That was the reality in Seattle on that fateful day in the fall of '89. The Army was fighting in Europe and elsewhere, and our Navy was supposed to protect us from an invasion. But they failed. They were fooled, as we were all fooled, by the Soviet ruse. But as the first Soviet tanks started rolling off those freighters, a few of us tried to organize a desperate defense. We were not about to give up without a fight.
Yes, this is Captain Bannon. I'm trying to reach the Major. What? Who's in command then? What do you mean, I am? What? How the hell should I know? We have to fall back and regroup. Come in. Zulu 5, come in.
Okay? Are you serious, Captain? We lost 4 choppers down there already. It's a death sentence. So is treason, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. Go in there now. Red eye out. My God, it's the entire Red Army down there. They got the whole harbor. We have to pull out now. Retreat, sir, retreat. Ah! Red Eye 4, come in. God damn it. Get down, look out. Kill those commies, Parker. We have to secure the area before we can start pulling back.
We're supporting the troops.
Okay, Parker. I know you were the Colonel's pet, but you don't impress me worth a damn. We need some intel before we leave this quagmire, and I want you to gather it.
Yes, sir.
Find out what the hell is going on and relay back to me, Parker. Wonder how those damn commies managed to sneak by our Navy.
Bradley APC, moving out.
I'll be damned. They must have hidden in those civilian freighters. I bet there's more coming. To anyone out there, this is Staff Sergeant Hanson of the Washington National Guard. I have men pinned down at the docks in need of immediate reinforcements. They're killing us! We hear you, Sergeant. See what you can do, Parker. My forces here are all tied down.
Yes, sir. APC moving out. Tracks are moving. Bradley on the roll. Moving his own.
Attention all units in Seattle. I am still unable to raise division or any higher command. We're on our own.
Soft targeting. Bradley firing from position. We're engaged by a tank. Roger, will do. Moving to fighting. Target acquired. Attacking the enemy. Hostiles in our sight. Bradley APC moving out. Combat initiated. Locking hostiles. Firing at hostiles. Armored infantry support heading to coordinates. Rolling into combat. Laying down suppressing.
Wipe them out, Parker. Show them what Americans are made of.
Armored transport ready. Engage the target. Hurry up. We're supporting the troops! Your orders! Bradley, returning fire at hostile! Your order! Fire that tow! Armored transport ready! Launch that tow! We need...
Good job! Now get the hell away from those docks! Seems those commie sons of bitches are massing for an attack from the harbor.
Bradley APC, moving as ordered.
Yes, sir. Ready for moving to position. Boarding the transport.
This is Hanson. The National Guard has a supply depot near the harbor. If you can secure it, we might be able to bring in some reinforcements. And we need all the help we can get. Secure that depot, Lieutenant Parker.
That was the last one, sir.
Bradley, your tracks are moving. Rolling, sir.
Come on, you commies! Me and my boys are gonna set you up for a dinner date with Stalin!
Moving out. Driving to coordinates. Tracks are moving. Yes, sir.
Bring it on, you bastards! We can take whatever you throw at us!
Tracks are moving. Move to that. Tracks are moving.
The supply depot has been secured. This is where you'll get your reinforcements, Parker. You better make sure the LZ stays clear.
Getting to that perimeter now.
We won't fall back another inch. This is our country, damn it!
Hostile target defeated. Hostile target defeated.
Hanson here. A lot of civilians have gathered at the Kingdom. We have to get them out of there before it's too late. What we need, Sergeant, is to get the hell out of this city before it's too late for all of us. But we can't leave them there to die, Captain! Damn it! No, we can't. Parker, I can't risk going there. You will have to work your way to the Kingdom. You better recon the route before you go. The Russians are probably everywhere by now. I know that, Sergeant. Parker, send out some scouts to recon that position.
Bradley APC moving out, rolling into combat. Armored transport joining, heading to coordinates. Shoot that target. Bradley returning fire at hostile. Firing at hostiles. That's train contact. Moving to fighting position. Engage the target. Locking hostile. Armored transport joining combat. APC attacking the enemy. Heading to coordinates. Bradley returning fire at hostiles. We're under attack.
Unit killed.
Armored
I've
transport.
sent you some reinforcements, Parker. They're deployed at the supply LZ.
APC attacking the enemy. Enemy fortification is no more. Armored transport joining combat. Bradley AP driving to coordinates. We're in combat.
There's a lot of Russians occupying the buildings along the way, sir. We'll handle it. I've got an artillery battery on the horn, and they're offering fire support. Don't waste it on nothing, Parker. And make sure you clear out that infantry before moving your units through.
This is Yankee 5. Just provide us with your target coordinates and we'll take care of the rest. Over.
This is Bravo 4. We're facing a sustained Soviet assault and cannot hold. Please advise. Over.
Copy that. Heavy artillery barrage inbound.
Bradley infantry tracks are moving.
This is Zulu Niner. Coordinates locked down. Shells on the way. Zulu Niner here. Artillery strike completed.
Bradley APC moving out.
Roger that. Delivering a rain of shells at target coordinates. has been turned to dust, including hostiles.
The route is clear, and that artillery battery is needed elsewhere, Parker. Now get your butt to the Kingdom. We're gonna airlift in reinforcements and then get some trucks to carry those civilians out of there.
Too late, sir! The Russians are moving into the parking lot at the Kingdom, and my men have spotted several anti-air batteries there as well.
I'll abort the evacuation then. Those civilians will have to fend for themselves.
Unless we can get rid of that AAA.
Yeah, well, I don't have the men to spare. Parker, you give it a try. Clear the LZ at the Kingdom so our choppers can get the civilians out of there. Parker, there's a damaged Bradley stranded near the Kingdom. See if you can patch it up. I'm sending a Humvee for you to use.
Ready to repair.
Blown to pieces.
Mechanic is in place, sir. Start repairs.
Armored transport ready.
I'm losing people all over the city, damn it! We won't be able to hold out much longer!
Starting with the repairs. Mechanic is
Good for you, Parker. You're gonna need that, Bradley.
Bradley infantry driving to coordinates. Spinning those tracks. Bradley firing from position. Moving to fighting position. Locking hostiles. Firing at hostiles. Target vehicles is the APC attacking the enemy. We're supporting the troops.
I'll be damned, Parker. We might just do this. Keep it up.
Bradley here, sir. Rolling her out. Rolling her out. Shoot, engage, fire. Locking. Target over. Engage the target.
Unit lost.
Try to avoid taking so many casualties, Parker. I've sent some reinforcements to your supply, LZ.
Get up top and man that 50.
Unit lost.
Destroy the target.
Driving to the front. Pedal to the metal, sir.
Yes, sir. Armor available. Yes, sir. APC moving out. Kill confirmed. Armor transport ready. Engage the target. We're supporting the troops. Armor's coming down. Incoming. Launching tow, sir. Okay, down.
Another one down, Parker.
Yeah, got it. Bradley APC here. Moving as ordered. Armored transport hostiles in our sight. Infantry.
Bravo 4 here. We have almost no ammo left, and I got a lot of wounded men. We need support.
Try to avoid taking so many casualties, Parker. I've sent some reinforcements to your supply, LZ. One more, and we can bring in those choppers, Lieutenant.
Bradley infantry transport ready. Armor ready. Armor's ready to go. Bradley APC moving out. Armored transport reporting in. Combat initiated. That AA won't be a problem anymore. Yes, sir. APC moving out.
The area is clear of enemy AA. I've called in the choppers. Get Get to the LZ and set up a perimeter.
Attacking the enemy. Heading to coordinates. Getting to that, spinning those tracks.
This is Hotel 2-9er. The LZ has been cleared. I repeat, the LZ has been cleared. We're bringing in reinforcements at this time. Over.
Hotel 2-9er, this is Hotel 6. Hold formation and keep a lookout for the enemy. They'll be back in the area soon enough. Hotel 6 out.
Kingdom just got totally razed by artillery. Those civilians were damn lucky I was around to save their butts. Now we should see about getting the hell away from here. We've already overstayed our welcome.
Hanson here. I have squads pinned down all over the city. We need help extracting.
Your people will have to take care of themselves, Sergeant. We can't stick around any longer.
But sir, you can't leave us here to die.
All right. God damn it. Parker, you handle it. I can't risk going there now.
Transport reporting in. Moving is ordered.
Can't last much longer. Evasive maneuver! Good! You found them! Help them clear the area! Faster! Land support! Evasive maneuver! Rolling!
We're supporting the troop firing at enemy target. Vehicles blown.
Thank you, sir. Now there are just a couple of more guys that need help.
Rolling into combat. Moving as ordered.
I'm sure they taught you this at West Point, Parker, but if you order your guys to move in a box formation, it'll be a lot easier to negotiate those narrow streets.
Friendly infantry.
This is Bravo 4. We need reinforcements, damn it! Is anyone out there? My RTO just got shot and I'm down to my last mag.
Hang in there, Bravo 4. We'll get you out.
Roger that. I'll try to relocate the...
Bravo 4, come in. LT. If you can help them clear the area, they can get away.
Attacking the enemy. Target destroyed. Laying down suppressing fire. Confirmed kill. Bradley on the roll. Bradley firing from
a real savior, Parker. Time for us to get out of here. We'll have to go through the underpass to the east.
Yes, sir. APC moving out. Hostiles and...
We need all the help we can get. Secure that depot, Lieutenant Parker. I got some more artillery support for you. Use it to clear the area.
This is Yankee 5. We're standing by and ready to fire, sir.
Who the hell is in charge of this mess? I thought we were gonna retreat!
And we will, Private, but we have to stay organized.
Hell with that, sir! If we want to live, we better start running!
Stay off the net if you don't have anything useful to report.
Zulu Niner, we copy.
The supply depot has been secured. This is where you'll get your reinforcements, Parker. You better make sure the LZ stays clear.
To anyone who's out there, I'm what's left of the 2nd Platoon, and I'm getting out of this city now! I suggest you all do the same!
You will retreat in an orderly fashion, Private. That's a direct order.
Sir! Screw you!
Shoot that target! Got us targeted! Bradley returning, spinning those drops. Shoot that target! Shoot that target! Bradley APC.
To all units, check in with me before you reposition, and rally at position 2-4 if your CO is dead.
Target acquired. Enemy down.
Roger that. Delivering a rain of shells at target coordinates. Copy that. Fire mission received. Zulu Niner out.
Infantry transport ready. Tracks are moving.
Who provided these coordinates? We hit friendly.
Damn it! The underpass has been blocked! Now you're gonna have to fight your way out!
Bradley APC, rolling around. APC attacking the enemy. Hostile target bidding those tracks. Bradley returning fire and engage the target. Locking hostile. Target overrun. Armored transport spinning those tracks. Engage the target. Bradley returning fire at hostile. Going to push it, sir. Hold down, incoming. Armored transport joining combat. Hostile target defeated. Rolling around. Moving to fighting position. Firing at hostile. Locking hostile.
Unit killed.
Sit tight, Parker! I've ordered reinforcements sent to the supply LZ.
Yes, sir. Going to take that perimeter. Engage the target. APC attacking the enemy. Yes, sir. Armor available. Bradley APC moving out. Hurry up! Bradley returning fire at hostile. Engage the target.
Sit tight, Parker! I've ordered reinforcements sent to the supply LZ.
Armored transport reporting in.
Unit killed.
Rolling, sir. Armored transport ready. Shoot them!
Understood. Coordinates received. Artillery fire.
Ready. Enemy targeted. Bombers combat ready. Enemy targeted. Hurry up. Bomb and infantry support moving. Going to push it, sir. Bombers combat.
Minimum damage to target area.
Bomber
Who gave us
transport.
these coordinates?
Moving out.
This is Eagle 6. Captain Bannon, is that you?
Colonel Sawyer? How the hell did...
No time, Captain. Bring what forces you have and meet me by the I-90 bridge. You got that?
Sir,
A simple yes will suffice, Bannon.
Yes, sir. We'll be there. Bannon out.
And we got unconfirmed reports this morning